Listen, Doctor Time really out here saying, let me look good to seduce this man. Coming here with his
ผมชื่อไทม์นะ
cleavage. I see. Hello, my name is Rin, and today I'm watching episode 6 of 4 Minutes. I saw a post on Instagram today that said that this is gonna be a very, very sultry episode, so we'll see. Because so far they haven't really disappointed when it comes to the sultrier version. So uh okay, so last week's episode was interesting because several things really. All right, first of all, the before credit scenes that we get, opening credit scenes, that is obviously sort of maybe the future or something yet to come, whatever, disjointed from the actual events of what we're seeing in the actual episode. That part, we got to see Tongkla pay someone to drug Title so he can do whatever he needs to do. So we now definitely know for sure. It's more clear now that Title is the one that Tongkla killed. At the beginning of episode 2, I believe it was. So I've seen some people still confused as to who what do you call it? The person. Okay, so you know Detective Wynn or Officer Wynn, whatever, Inspector Wynn, whoever, the policeman. You know, he was like when he was talking on the phone and he got the DNA results and they said someone's name, but we don't know who that person is because they used their actual name. So a lot of people still think that maybe that's Title. But he's not working on that case anymore. You remember his boss told him, "You're no longer on this case. I'm taking over." Blah blah blah, and that's why he suspected it was connecting somebody really really powerful, right? But when they found the second body, his boss came in and was like, "You need to figure out who did this." That's Title. The dead body is Title, and that's the case he's on, trying to figure out who killed Title. So that's why they're like, that's why the boss is like, you need to figure it out. You need to blah blah blah, because they need to find out who killed this higher up's kid, right? So I think the person's DNA and fingerprints and whatnot that they found on the rock was Tongkla. So that's why I think some people still think it's Title. I think it's Tongkla. With Title's blood, obviously. So there's that. And in last week's episode, we didn't actually get to see any of Tongkla in the main story. We only saw the part of him paying that woman to drug Title. So I'm gonna assume at some point we have to either see him with Dome in one of the timelines, or see what the police is gonna do, because they now know that's him. Well, I think it's him. They now know it's him who possibly killed Title, right? I can't say for sure because we really don't know when it comes to this show, because they could literally just switch everything and I'm wrong. But we don't know yet. And then the reason why I think Tongkla even knows it's Dome, its Title in the first place, is because Detective Wynn, who is very much smitten with Tongkla, he found out and told him, because he said he wasn't going to give up on the investigation. He was going to find out who killed his brother, all that stuff, right? So he told him, and that's how Tongkla got the thing. And yeah, so that's I'm hoping we get to see some of that story in this episode, because I'm really 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 I'm more invested in that, like figuring out all of that. I mean, even though it's kind of easy to follow, well, kind of. I'm more interested in that sometimes than I am in the main story of like Great's whole thing. I know that sounds bad because technically it's his show. But honestly, this side story is juicy, you guys. It's so juicy. So I want to know what's up. And because we didn't get any of it in the last week's episode, I've been itching to find out. So yeah, that's that. What I want to find out there. Also, so Great and Time, they ran away. They were, you know, living their best lives in a tent. But Great was like, why is it that you think my parents had something to do with your parents' death? To Time. And Time told him, I found my mother's diary and she wrote all the deets in there. Your dad scammed my parents out of money, and then he got his henchmen to harass them, and then they killed them. And so, yeah, he has every right to be pissed and wanting revenge. But Great was like, let me talk to my parents first and blah blah blah, because obviously he's not gonna sell his whole family down the river. So Great said, fine, I'll give you some time. And then Time told Great, I'll give you some time. And then so when he went back home and he ran into his brother, he was like, I just wanted to keep you out of this because it's dangerous. If you don't want anything to do with it, just live your life and I'll deal with it. And I feel really like sometimes I don't feel sorry for him, but in last week's episode, I did feel a little bit sorry for Korn because he obviously didn't know anything about this shady business. He thought when his father was giving him this opportunity, it was going to be like so good. He was one step closer to taking over the business and being respected, but he's now in charge of this illegal part of the business where if anything happens, he's basically the scapegoat. The dad could be like, oh, I had no idea my son was doing this kind of thing, and it looks as though this dad will sell out both of his kids. But all he cares about is money and his company. He doesn't care about his family. He doesn't care that he's killed people. He doesn't care. So I felt sorry for Korn. Korn was really ready to take on all the responsibility and let Great kind of just be, as long as Great didn't stir the pot, because Korn, is the one who's gonna get in trouble. So he was like, I can't protect you. But I feel like when it comes down to it, I feel in my heart and I hope that Korn would protect Great. He seems to love his brother very much. So yeah, I'm hoping that that's the case. But when uh, before, sorry, Great had a chance to talk to his parents. First of all, the clock went to 11:03, so he's getting closer to the 4 minutes. So the clock went into 11:03, and then Great's dad went to go talk to Time and his grandma, bribed them with 5 million, but they took the money. Nan was like, "You're a coward," and she was working for them before she even met Time. Her friend died working for them. Both of them got pregnant in that place, and her friend died. And she had an ectopic pregnancy, which is very, very bad and dangerous and super painful for the woman. And luckily, they caught it in time. And, so she was going through bad stuff in this place. And Time gave her this opportunity to kind of expose it and take them down from the inside. But he got his money and said, just delete everything. And so she was like, you're a coward. But we don't know. I mean, it looks as though he took the money and ran, which obviously he did, but we don't know for sure if he was like planning to come back or anything like that. We don't know. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, I really do. But as far as she's concerned, he is a turncoat and he ain't shit. So she put everything on the internet. She put herself on the internet and said, "My name is Nan and I know all this dark, dirty secrets of this company." And the woman who Great hit with his car, she saw the news, went to the temple, uh, did the shaking, the thing with the sticks, and it has all the numbers on it, and she got number 4. Irony, I know. She got number 4, and the stick looked bloody, and she gave it to the guy, and the fortune very like, oh, somebody's gonna die, something like that. I don't remember it word for word. But anyway, she gave her life savings to the guy. And he was like, are you sure? She was like, yes. And then we saw like this sinister looking guy in the background. He took all the incense and he put them out in the water. Very sinister looking, right? Then Great went to see his mom and dad. It was like, where's time? Because he thought they did something to him, which technically they did. They threatened him and his grandma, and then they paid him off and they sent him on his way. But Great was pissed because he was like, um, where is he? And the dad was like, he's using you. Can't you see that? And, Great was like, you need to pay for what you've done. Take responsibility. And the man goes, how am I supposed to take responsibility? Go to jail, you criminal. And then he had the nerve to be like, I did this for you. I did this for the family so you can live a comfortable life. Let me tell you something right now. Nobody needs to live that comfortably that you need to take things from others, okay, in order for you to have your comfort. All right? You don't need to be that comfortable, sir, in your big old mansion and your high tower block of a building in your workplace, okay? Nobody needs to be that comfortable. If your comfort means somebody else's discomfort, that's not right. So Great was like, this isn't, no, you've killed people. You're wrong. You're an awful person. And the mom tried to be like, no, Great, you have to come back. You have to apologize to your dad. And then she had the nerve to talk about how, oh, I did this for you. If I didn't, I would just be the mistress and you would be the mistress son, and we would live in a small house and we wouldn't have anything, blah 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 blah. And so so what? It's not like, I don't think Great would care about any of that. I think when he was telling Time how at first it was just him and his mom, and then when Corn's mom died and his mom got promoted to first wife, that's when things changed. But I feel like maybe he was happier before he was acknowledged by his father properly. So yeah, so he tried to leave, and when he was driving away, he kind of got his blurry vision and all that stuff, and he saw his mother die, and he saw the gunman, which was the same guy the woman paid for at the temple. So she paid to have them killed. I don't think she intended for Great to die, but he got in between the bullet and his mother. I think she paid the hitman to kill the parents because it was them she was watching on the news. I don't know if she knows that Great is their kid. I mean, I don't know if she read the flowers, or because that's how Time knows who he is, because his name was on the flowers. But I don't know. Maybe she does know, but I don't think she intended him to be there. He technically wasn't supposed to be. He went there looking for information about Time. So Great got in front of the bullet, and I noticed during the episode that all the scenes with Great looked very blurry, like kind of like, which makes so much. I don't know if I'm overthinking this, but it makes so much sense. Like now that we are, just like there's only 1 minute left. It could be that his brain is really losing, is really bad because of the lack of oxygen, so everything around him in particular was blurry. But I don't think it was like that with anybody else's scenes. It's just like with the scenes with him, the background looked really really blurry and kind of like out of focus. So when he got shot, it was kind of like that, but closer up on his face, until his face, except his eyes, were kind of blurry. And then everything that we've been seeing, like all the explanations we've been getting, kind of went through his mind. And then when Time found out and he was like, oh no, I have to go, and he was like running through that tunnel and the light was flashing, bro, let me tell you something. I missed something. I didn't see this until I was watching another reactor's video, and he saw it in his video. I was watching reactions by Harvey, and he saw when Time was running through that tunnel and the light was flashing on his face, there are injuries on his face that appear and disappear with the flashing of the lights. And I didn't know, like he had like a bruise on his nose and in the corner of his mouth. And I was like, I literally had to go back and rewatch it on my TV on the bigger screen I wear glasses and this is a small screen, so your girl is blind as hell. So I didn't see it. And I was like, bro, how did I miss that? But it 2 timelines, you guys. So there's definitely that. And then there's a lot of speculation as to what's going to happen in this episode. I don't actually know, but I'm thinking we're going to see, now that Great has been shot, I think we're probably going to see what happened in the original timeline. I think what we've been seeing, especially from his point of view, is what he's trying to change or wants to change. And I think maybe now we're going to see what happened in the original timeline, which led to him being shot in the first place. Probably. I'm hoping. I don't know. I'm hoping we get to see Tonkla and Dome interact with one another. But yeah, bro, this show is so freaky. I love it. I love it. So anyway, these are always my longest recaps. I'm sorry, guys. I like to ramble on, but I've got to get my thoughts out. Let's watch this episode now. Oh, just to remind you, I'm watching this on iQIYI. But you can also watch it on View if you're in Thailand or most parts of Asia. If not, and you have View and you want to watch it there, you might need a VPN. It's also available on Gaga Ulala. This is the easiest version for me to watch it on because it's a better quality for me. I can film in a higher quality. So let's go. Ooh, they're coming for you, Tonkla. This is his house, y'all. There's your man. Oh, bruh. Not you sending him in? Bro, did you sell your boyfriend out? I have a feeling he's probably already gone. Because Detective Wynn was living in this house. So, if he probably already knew they were coming. Because, duh, he's police. So, he sent Tonkla away. And moved out all of his stuff. How much do you want to bet? He ain't in there. He sent him away. I'm telling you, he looks too calm right now. I see you. Don't act innocent. I know you sent him away. This is the original timeline. So everybody that has died is dead in this version. Dome's gonna die in this. Oh, you guys.
นี่แกขับรถชนคนตายยังทำตัวไม่รู้ร้อนหนาวอีกนี่ถ้าพ่อไม่สนิทกับตำรวจป่านนี้แกได้เข้าไปนอนคุกแล้ว
พ่อก็แค่ไม่อยากเป็นข่าวเพื่อชื่อเสียงของบริษัทพ่อเองหรือเปล่า
เกรดขอบคุณคุณพ่อสิลูกที่ช่วยจัดการทุกอย่างให้
I need you to shut up. This woman just... I think she's scared the man's gonna leave
ขอบ
her.
คุณครับ
Shut up. She doesn't care about her child.
ไอ้ลูกเวรไอ้กูแทบจะต้องไปกราบตีนกับตำรวจแต่มึงทำตัวแบบนี้เหรอ
คุณคะคุณ
I can't stand people like her. And I'm telling you right now, in episode 1, when he hit that woman and drove away, I was like, he's a dick. He's a dick. This version of Great, this original timeline Great, I don't like him. He's a prick. Oh my god.
มึงว่าตำรวจจะจับเราได้ป่าวะจะให้จับใครวะให้โดนมันเครียดโดนน้ำฆ่าจนตาย
Yeah, smash his head to pieces first. Sure.
ถ้าตำรวจจะจับจริงอ่ะก็ไม่มีทางถึงกูมึงหรอกเว้ย
This is the second murder he's committed. Your dad can't
แดกเหล้านี่วะ
help you now, I don't
กูเลี้ยง
think.
เองคืนนี้ปะ
Is this his own dash cam footage?
ได้
That's
ดีวะ
who's filming this? Is it his dash cam?
เฮ้ยมึงเครียดอีกเหรอวะเครียดดิวะ
คนตายทั้งคนนะเว้ย
คนไข้ชื่ออะไรคะ
พัชรวิทย์ศิวสมบัติครับ
มีประวัติแพ้ยาอะไรไหมคะ
ไม่มีครับ
วันนี้คุณหมอสั่งยานอนหลับแล้วก็คลายเครียดให้นะคะ แล้วก็มียาพาราทานเมื่อมีอาการปวดค่ะ ทานซ้ำได้ทุก 4-6 ชั่วโมงนะคะ เรียบร้อยค่ะ
อุ้ย The
ผม
disgust
คือหมอที่คุณเดินชนที่โรงพยาบาลไง
นี่คุณตามผมมาเหรอ
เปล่า ผมมาของผมอยู่แล้ว ขอนั่งข้างๆได้ไหมครับ
Oh, listen, Doctor Time really out here saying, let me look good to seduce this man. Coming in here with his
ผมชื่อทานนะ
cleavage. I see.
เกรด
ปกติมาที่นี่บ่อยไหมครับ
ก็บ่อยอยู่
ผมเพิ่งมาที่นี่ครั้งแรกเลยอะที่นี่มีอะไรน่าสนใจบ้างครับ
เรา
Is that gold? Is it a part of the cup?
ผมว่ามีอย่างอื่นน่าสนใจกว่า
อะไร
Doctor Time. Did you bring this man to your house?
เมาขนาดเนี้ยจะไหวเหรอ
ลองดูปะล่ะ
I love the fact that Bible has to tip on his little tippy toes to kiss him. I love it. I think it's sexy. Dr. Time took an entire bite out of that peach. Oh, yes. Bro, you can't just leave that there on top of the bed. What the fuck? Doesn't make any sense. That's a whole microphone. Damn. Time's a hoe. I love it. I mean, great hoe. Why do they keep messing up their? I keep messing up their names, but he's a hoe. I love it. I love it for him. Safety first. My man has a full supply. He said, let's get ready. Let's get down to business. Oh my god, the look on Bible's face is so hot. Oh wait, is he gonna blackmail him? Oh, it had a camera. Oh my god. He's gonna blackmail him with a sex tape. I did not see that coming. Bro, I did not realize that was a camera. I thought it was just... Holy shit! Oh my god! Why would you do that? I don't understand how that serves any purpose to help him with his goal.
ท่านคะท่านเห็นหรือยังคะ
I mean, it ruins his family, so maybe it does serve him some... That was not cool though. I mean, to be fair, in this not sub dad. In this timeline, Great is a total and utter terrible human being. Okay, he's not the nicest person. He killed one person, you know, hit her with his car, left her for dead. Witnessed another murder, helped the murderer discard up the body. Okay, so he's not the nicest human being. But this kind of thing, I don't know, because at this moment, the only thing Time knows about Great is that he's his father's son. He knows that Great is a part of this family. That's it. That's all he knows. He doesn't know anything else. So for him to do this is kind of low. It's disgusting. And bro. Like, what if Great was a nice, decent human being, like the version we've been seeing, the version he obviously kind of wants himself to be, if that's what he's imagining himself doing? What if he was like that and you've just gone and put a bloody Bow Chicka Wow Wow tape of him on the internet? That ain't cool, dude. That's not cool. Soft dad. Holy shit.
พ่อไม่เคยคิดเลยนะว่าแกเป็นคนแบบเนี้ยไอ้คนในคลิปนี้มันเป็นใคร
คนในคลิปเหรอ ใครนะ นึกไม่ออก
แกออกไปพ้นหน้าพ่อเดี๋ยวนี้ไป
Ui.
หาผมเจอเร็วดีนี่
กล้ามากนะที่ใช้วิธีแบบนี้
Exactly. Your whole face in the friggin' video, bro. What dummy.
พากรกับอมรรัตน์ชื่อคุณไหมครับ
ตอนที่อาเจอเธอตอนนั้นเธอยังเป็นแค่เด็กตัวเล็กๆเองไทม์
ดีครับ จะได้ไม่ต้องแนะนำตัวซ้ำ
Oh, here we go again. Is he gonna take the bribe this time?
เอาเงินนี่ไปใช้สบายๆพายายออกจากรูหนูไปซื้อคอนโดดีๆอยู่สักห้อง หรือไม่ก็พาไปรักษาเบาหวานที่โรงพยาบาลเอกชนดี
ถ้ายุ่งกับยายผมแชร์ทุกอย่างแน่
Maybe you should have just exposed everything in the first place. I don't understand why you had to
ๆ
go
ถ้า
and
ทำเอา
put
เงินไป
a sex tape of somebody
แล้ว
else
ถอย
on
ไป
the
จากครอบ
internet.
ครัวของฮาม
ผมไม่ถอย จนกว่าคุณจะยอมพูดว่าคุณเป็นคนฆ่าพ่อแม่ผม แล้วก็ยอมเลิกทำธุรกิจชั่วๆนี่ คุณไม่รู้หรอกว่าผมทำอะไรได้อีกบ้าง
Never tell the bad guy your plan or what you're planning to do
อา
or
ไม่ได้ฆ่าพ่อแม่เธอ
why you're doing it. Just fucking do it.
แล้วอีกอย่างหนึงนะ ถ้าทามคิดจะแฉธุรกิจชั่วๆของอา สุดท้ายมันจะสาวไปถึงต้นตอว่าจริงๆแล้ว เจ้าของบ่อนพนันที่เริ่มต้นธุรกิจนี้คือพ่อกับแม่ของเธอ
Of course. Listen, I'm telling you right now, this man's not getting any dirt on his hands. Do you see how he's making his son run this business now? Ugh, I'm not surprised. I'm so not surprised.
ถ้าทามยังไม่หยุด ทามก็จะได้เจอกับความจริงที่ทามไม่รู้น่าจะดีกว่า ยายทามเองก็คงจะใจสลายหน้าดู
Leave
ถ้า
grandma
รู้
out
ว่า
of
บ้าน
this.
หลังที่ยายกับทามอยู่มาจนถึงตอนนี้ มันก็มาจากเงินชั่วๆเหมือนกัน
Oh my god
ขอเตือนอีกอย่างนะหุ้นส่วนคนอื่นของอาไม่ได้ใจดีแบบนี้ ถ้าอาเป็นไทม์อาจะอยู่เฉย
See, I'm telling you, bro. You should have just did what you needed to do. Got on with your business, but no, you had to go and open your mouth and be like, "I'm gonna expose your bad business." Blah, 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 blah. Does he have that bag in his hand? No. Oh my god, he does! He took the fucking money again. Time, you're such an idiot. Ah, what is wrong with you? You can't take this man's money. I can't believe he's so easily swayed. Like he oh, I'm gonna expose them. They're bad people. But 5 million, but okay. Oh, here we go. Not with this smile on his face. I'm telling you right now. Listen, sorry you guys, but Bible when he's in his villain, like with that villain face, with that like smirk, that look he had on his face just before him and Time got busy. That look he had on his face when they were in the bar and he was like, "Oh, you're flirting with me." Okay, bet. This look on his face right now, so friggin' hot. This is why we all fell in love with Vegas, you guys, okay? Because Bible has a way of being smug and evil, but still looking so hot while doing it. Like, bro, I don't like this version of great, but let me tell you something. My morals were any lower. Hands up. I'm ready. I'm ready. Look at his face. Oof.
มารับยาต่อ
Mm-hmm.
นี่เกรดไม่รู้จริงๆเหรอวะ
ไม่รู้เรื่อง
เรื่องคลิปไง
ก็ว่าจะถาม ทำไมพี่ไม่อัพลง OnlyFans อ่ะ จะได้ตังค์ด้วย
เฮ้ย นี่ไม่อายเหรอ
Why
คนที่
should
อาย
he
คือพ่อ
be?
ไม่ใช่ผม พี่ทำเพราะอยากดังเหรอ เอาแต่ก็ลืมไปว่า ในคลิปไม่ได้เห็นหน้าพี่นี่สรุปทำไมอ่ะ
เพราะธุรกิจที่บ้านเกรดมันเฮี้ยไง
ฮะ
ไปบอกพ่อด้วยนะ เอาเงินคืนไป พี่ไม่อยากใช้เงินชั่ว
นี่พี่อะไรนะกับพ่อผมอยู่เหรอโหเฟี้ยวว่ะ นี่คิดแผนเองคนเดียวเลยเหรอ สุดยอด
I am being impressed by this bad behavior. I don't know why I'm surprised. Killed 2 people already. This is nothing.
ๆ พี่ไปก่อนนะ
แล้วพี่จะไปไหนต่ออ่ะ
กลับบ้านดิ
ไปเอากันไหม
ออกจากบ้านไม่ได้ชักว่าวมาเหรอ
ก็วันนั้นพี่ยังอยากได้ผมจะตายเลยไม่ใช่เหรอ
เกรด อันนี้พี่จริงจังนะ เราไม่ควรเจอกันอีก เราแยกกันตรงนี้เถอะ
Maybe it would have been best if they had parted ways. Actually, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. All the bad stuff already happened. If they parted ways now, it made no difference. It made no difference. All the bad stuff already happened. Dom's dead. That one lady's dead. His dad knows what Time is up to, so he's probably gonna kill him even though he already gave him the money. Holy crap! How does he know where this place is though?
เสร็จการที่นี่เรียบร้อย
ครับนาย
ไป
Wait. No fucking way. Did he follow him from where she is? To ask him where she is? I know he didn't. Bro, did you even look in there? Are you just following the bad guy? She is where she is, which is there, which is where you are right now. Go back. You know where she is. He's following him to ask her where she is when this is where she is. Hello? This man has zero common sense. He just walked out with blood on his hands. What did he think that was? Like, how did he even know where this place was? I'm disappointed in you. Oh. Oh, Great's the one who pulled the mask down in this one. Okay. In the other version, Time was like, hey, it's me. Don't hurt me. You're my friend. I suppose it kind of makes sense that we're not seeing anything of Tongkla because all of what we've been seeing from Tongkla is from the original timeline anyways, where Dome dies. So we don't really need to see any of that because we've already been seeing it.
ขาหัวขาหัวมึงก็อย่าอยู่เลย
Yo, this is how he gets the bruises on his face. Oof. I guess if he hadn't have shown up here, they probably would have left him. Just given him the money and left him alone, but...
ตามไปแนนไปแล้วกัน
เฮ้ย เฮ้ย หยุด
Oh my god. What, did they just let them go? What happened? Show us what happened.
เอ้า เฮ้ย หมอจะไปไหนเนี่ย
อ๋อ ลืมไป ขอบคุณมากที่ช่วยพี่ออกมา แต่ไม่ได้ช่วยอะไรแนนเลย
จะให้ผมช่วยยังไงอะก็พวกแม่งมีปืนอะ
แน่ใจว่าช่วยไม่ได้ ตอนที่เกรซออกมาห้ามอะทุกคนก็หยุดฟังเกรซหมดไม่ใช่เหรอ
ถ้าผมแม่งโดนยิงตาย จะทำยังไง
มึงก็เลยปล่อยให้คนคนหนึ่งตาย เพราะความขี้ขลาดของมึงเหรอ คนอย่างพวกมึงนี่แม่งควรชิบหายกันไปให้หมดเลยไอ้พวกเฮี้ย
Oh.
ให้เดี๋ยวก่อน
ไม่ต้องตามมา
Ooh.
มึงก็ไปตายคนหนึ่งเลยสัตว์
มึงว่าไงนะไอ้สัตว์มึงว่าไงนะมึงว่าไงนะแม่งเลย
How does Great get shot? Because the woman's dead. Who sent the hitman? Who sent the hitman to kill his mother and it kills him instead? How does he get shot? Unless it's like a totally different thing, because so many things have happened differently in the original timeline than how they happened in his reimagined version of things. Okay. Can I keep eye contact?
เพราะพ่อกับแม่จะทำเรื่องพวกนี้ได้
ก็เรื่องพวกนี้ไง ที่ทำให้เรามีบริษัทน่ะมีบ้าน
I hate this man so much with him.
ไว้ให้แกเอาไปผ่านเล่นแบบ
So
นี้
we can live nice
ต้
life.
องทำนะเกรซบริษัทเราอ่ะเคยเกือบล้มละลายมาแล้วนะ
So?
ก็เลยกู้ชีพบริษัทโดยการฆ่าคนนี่เหรอ พ่อแม่ก็รับผิดชอบเองก็แล้วกัน ผมไปก่อนละ
เกรซเกรซ
Okay, here we go. Who
เดี๋
shoots
ยวก่อน
him?
เกรซ
Who shoots him? Oh my god, wouldn't it be the biggest twist ever if it's Time? Can you imagine? Oh. Okay, so nothing happened there then. Ah. How does he get shot? How did he get shot? I'm really scared that it's gonna be time. Bro! Oh my god, it's Tongkla! Tongkla kills him? Oh, bitch! Oh! Tongkla's the one who shoots him? Oh, girl. Oh my god. How does he know to go here though? Did Title send him? Did he see the dash cam footage? Why is he shooting him and not Title right now? Oh my god. Girl. Why does show always be ending on the most cliffhangers of cliffhangers? What the hell was that, dude? That was perfect, actually. I'm not even gonna lie. That was such a good episode. Bruh. Bro. Okay, so we've seen now how everything happened in the original timeline. And the differences of how, like, just all the differences actually, because the one event that changed everything obviously was when Great hit that woman with his car. He didn't help her in the original timeline, which we saw, but then when he went back 4 minutes, he helped her, and that led to him going to the hospital and bumping into time and meeting him earlier on. And, you know, even though they didn't like talk or anything, they bumped into each other, and he was seeing flashes of the past or of the other timeline that had already happened. And at the time, we thought he was seeing flashes of the future. Okay. So in this timeline, he doesn't meet him until a little bit later on, after he kills that woman, helps get rid of Dome's body. I'm trying to think, like, bro. The thing is as well though, you can kind of see them getting to know one another and liking each other in like Great's reimagining of things. But in the original timeline, they meet, they get busy, they have a great time, and no pun intended, I realized what I just said. They had a great time. They had a really, really good time, and it ended up on the internet and, you know, all that stuff. But in his reimagining, they fall in love slowly. They get to know one another. They, you know, they go play claw machine game, and it's really sweet and adorable. And in this version of stuff, it's just so quick and just unexpected. Like, Great being the person that he is, where first of all he leaves the dead woman, he helps his friend get rid of a body, he's very disrespectful to his family, which we kind of saw a little bit, but not really. We kind of saw that he was distant with them except for his brother, but in this version he doesn't seem to like any of them or have any respect for any of them. Well, no, actually, we didn't really see him interacting much with Korn, but when him and Time were like, let's go our separate ways, the first person he calls to talk to is his brother, and his brother, obviously with blood on his hands, was like, fine, I'll come. So I'm gonna assume that they're close in both timelines. But yeah, he doesn't seem to have any kind of respect for his father at all, and he I'm gonna assume he has like maybe he loves his mom, but he's not like the proudest of her. I wouldn't be, because she's really just out here saying, do this, fall in line, do this, and then whenever the dad's upset, she runs after him. Like, I just don't like people like her. That is just so eager to please the man. And like make their children a second thought. I don't like people like that. So yeah. Like I said, the reason why we didn't see any of Tongkla in this version of events is because that's the only version we've ever seen of him, is from this timeline. We've never seen him in the reimagined timeline because like Great didn't know about him. Great knew nothing about him. We've only seen things from Great's perspective or Tongkla's perspective. If you think about it, we've only seen the story told from either one of them, or Time. But Time was a part of Great's original thing that happened. So everything happened with Time, and he's trying to like change things. And obviously, with the changes that he's making, we're seeing it unfold also through Time's point of view, like with the grandma and all that stuff. What he's doing at work, his friends' research, blah blah blah, all that things. So, but like the shock of all shocks that Tongkla was the one who shot Great in the first place. I didn't see that coming. Like I know I said like in the beginning, I was like because I thought he was the one who killed Tongkla's brother when I thought Tongkla's brother was Title. So I was like, bro, he's gonna be so pissed off when his boyfriend's little brother is the one who killed his little brother. I want to know if he saw the CCTV, not CCTV, sorry, the dash cam footage, or if the I mean, we know he kills Title, but does he kill Title? Wait, do you think he killed Title and then went after Great? Or does he kill Great first and then kill Title? I don't know. No, he must have killed. I don't know, because at the beginning we see the cops raiding his house and he's not there. I think Detective Wynn, Policeman Wynn, told him to leave. That for sure. He's in love with him. He in about to let his man go down. I don't think. So that means that they already know about Title, obviously. So, but there was never any mention of a second person being injured by this other person, by this person they're chasing. So it must have been. So he must have, at this point where he comes to shoot Great, Title must already be dead. Or I don't know. That part I'm confused about. That part of the timeline I'm still confused about. But this was very interesting to see everything from the original perspective of what happened, the original events that unfolded before how things changed. It's so trippy. It's so friggin' trippy. So obviously the same thing is gonna happen. Great's gonna end up going to the hospital. Dr. Den is gonna call Time. Time's gonna go running. Wait, how does he know? He doesn't know about. Wait. Okay. I think I get it. Okay, so in the original timeline, when we see Time running in that tunnel with the lights, he's probably running from the bad guy. And in this timeline, but in the timeline we've seen before, he's running towards Great to go and get him. I'm wondering if in both events he's going to be found by a bad guy who's gonna shoot him. I don't know. But bro, at least because like I said, I didn't notice the bruises on his face in the last episode. But now we know that they were there. We now know exactly how they got there and which timeline it's from. Bro. Oh, this show is so freaky deaky good. I love it. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for the next episode. Every time the episode ends, I'm like, bro, why? But there's only, what episode is this? There's only 2 more left. There's only 2 episodes left, so bro, everything's gonna come together in the next 2 episodes. I think as the audience, if we haven't figured out everything by now, then it's like, what else can they for us? I think everything's gonna start getting tied up now and explained to us a little bit more, because in the last 2 episodes, this one and the one before, we started to get some answers, only not a lot. I think I said it in the last episode where I was like, there's some clarity but not enough. It's like I have more understanding of what's going on, but I'm still confused. I repeat that now because I have more clarity as to what's going on, especially because of the whole 2 timeline things. I'm more aware of that now, but still confused because, bro, the changes that he's made in his mind for the second timeline, I'm still confused about some of the things, like how, I don't even, let me not get into it because I'm going to sit here all night and I have another show to film today, so. But this was great. I enjoyed it very much, especially that one scene where Dr. Time took a big chunky bite out of Great. Anyways, thank you for watching this episode with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next video. Bye!